12 traits that women love in the men they choose, and tips for developing those qualities. Have you ever been with or dated a woman who simply did not like you? It must have been very frustrating, right? You were probably wondering, how can I make her like me more? Or how can I get through to her? When you date a girl without knowing how to make that deeper connection, you're probably shooting in the dark, and it'll be harder to build a healthy and fulfilling relationship with her. There are certain traits that women can't help but find attractive. This video will cover 12 of the most desirable characteristics women encounter in the men they love. It'll also provide you with some actionable tips for developing these traits. The Better Playbook is all about providing you with inspiring, easy-to-implement dating tips and strategies that'll help you better connect with and pursue the women you want. So stay tuned and smash that like button to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Watch the video until the very end to learn about a very surprising trait you probably never considered. So, the first trait a woman will look for is a man who is charismatic and has a positive outlook on life. You come across as passionate, knowledgeable, and self-confident, and that gets her to notice you. You get to that deeper place that makes her admire you, like you, and want to be around you more. By being able to articulate yourself at a high level with an upbeat vibe, she feels more connected to you and likes the fact that time flies when she spends it with you. They say a woman often mirrors the energy she feels from the man she interacts with. So by being charismatic, you will infect her with your boundless energy and positive outlook on life. Charisma means you're using positive, uplifting language to not only convey how you think and feel, but also to make a deeper connection with the woman you're dating. So how can you develop charisma? In other words, that superpower to charm the woman you are dating whenever you please. Invest in your personal development by listening to exciting and insightful podcasts, audiobooks, and other programs that inspire and interest you. Learn best practices and get to know yourself better. Try to find ways to shed limiting beliefs and things that don't serve you. By being a growth-oriented man, you'll learn to manage your emotional state better and be more upbeat and charismatic. The second trait a woman finds appealing in the man she chooses is a man with a real destination who pursues his goals and objectives with vigor and passion. The man is going all in on his chosen career, striving to become his best self and pursuing worthy and lofty goals. When you're so focused on pursuing your purpose and goals, you simply don't have too much spare time. This includes time for the girl you're dating. As a result of the limited time and attention she gets from you, the woman you are dating will feel more compelled to win you over and strive to become a bigger priority in your life. You are an independent thinker, an autonomous doer who is firmly moving ahead, and whether or not she joins you for the ride is up to her. You are in fact willing to walk away if she doesn't, and that makes you so much more desirable. A woman never wants to be your only goal. A man who's pursuing his purpose with passion is actually much more desirable. So how do you become a man with a real destination? Well, you have to go all in on your career and set big, audacious goals to get there. Write down why these goals are important to you and really connect to that feeling and desire to get there. The journey of going after your vision and goals will not only make you more self-confident, but also make your girl appreciate any time she gets to spend with you so much more. The third way a woman will grow fond of you is if you are passionate about something that you can talk about knowledgeably. Women find it attractive when you talk about your passion and actively pursue it. This lights up a fire within you and screams positivity. Whether it be sports cars, collector watches, playing a particular sport, or even just having knowledge about another topic or hobby, women love a man who can talk intelligently about something with a deep sense of passion and understanding. So how do you become more passionate about something and develop that spark that she is after? Pursue a new hobby that truly interests you and dive deeper. Challenge yourself to constantly expand and learn something new. This will increase your happiness and provide you interesting stories and knowledge to share with her. The fourth trait that will delight a girl, you have a great sense of humor. Making a girl laugh is one of the surest ways to her heart. It also makes her expect unexpected things from you. Humor makes you less predictable and thus more attractive. It also signals to her that no matter how sticky the situation might be, you can find a way to get through it with humor and a positive attitude. So how do you develop a great sense of humor? Look for humorous exchanges between men and women on YouTube videos, Netflix movies, and in real life. Pay attention and adopt some things that make you laugh and feel like you want to try out. Just like with the playful teasing, it's all about putting it to practice. So try out some humor or sarcasm, perhaps first on your male and female friends, but then as you start to feel more comfortable telling certain jokes with the woman you are seeing. The idea is to see firsthand what works and what doesn't. The fifth way to get to your woman's heart is know how to work the push and pull. When you first date a woman, her guard is bound to be up. It's sort of a defense mechanism to prevent her from showing you too much interest and avoid disappointment. Knowing how to effectively compliment a woman, yet then subtly tease her, is bound to strike an emotional chord. On the one hand, you use a combination of humor, compliments, and/or other positive gestures to make her feel good and put down her guard. This is basically the pull. Then, when she least expects it, you disrupt that good feeling by playfully teasing her, making unexpected remarks, and making her feel less sure of herself. This is the push. This will often catch her off guard and create an emotional response. When you use the push and pull effectively, it will not only make you less predictable, but also make her wonder whether you are genuinely into her. As a result, you keep her on her toes, having to figure you out. So how do you get better using the push and pull? Practice makes perfect. Start by trying this out with her. Say something that makes her feel good about herself. Then work in a playful, slightly teasing remark. Gauge what works and stirs her up in a good way. It's more of an art than a science, and to what degree you employ this strategy depends on her personality and the circumstances at play. The sixth trait that she will love you for is, women appreciate it when you take things slowly. It signals to her that the guy is invested and shows her that he wants to genuinely get to know her for who she really is. It makes her feel more at ease with you because it lets things develop naturally and nothing feels pressured or imposed. It also indirectly conveys that you accept the girl for who she is, including her flaws. She will more eagerly anticipate the next time the two of you will meet and not take you for granted. So how do you develop the patience to take things slowly? Resist the urge to get too physical too fast. Take time to get to know the girl and develop true chemistry. Try to make her guess when she will hear from you next and look forward to the next time you will spend time together. Even if you like her a lot, find the inner strength to hold back a little, to make her wonder whether or not you truly are into her. This curiosity is bound to make her want to see more of you and to keep you around for longer. The seventh desirable quality she loves is a man who keeps his word and backs it up by decisive action. A woman loves when a man stands firmly behind his words. He makes a plan and doesn't backtrack on it. When he promises something, he delivers on it. She feels like he has her back and can be counted on. A decisive man is a powerful man in the eye of a woman. So how do you embody someone who stays true to his word and backs it up by decisive action? Practice this with everyone around. If you say something, stand by it. Staying true to your word also help you build true character. You will learn to follow through on your word, commitments, and actions, even if the conditions don't feel right and force you to step outside your comfort zone. The eighth quality that will not only catch her eye, but make her more likely to choose you, a man who knows how to present himself. Men who put effort into the way they dress come across as having higher standards for themselves and those around them. They come well dressed and ready to impress. This also includes being well groomed and smelling great. It will not only impress her, but also leave a lasting impression on her. Dressing well shows her that you pay attention to detail and hold yourself to a high standard. It also proves that you see yourself as a high-value guy. So how can you present yourself better? Take some time to observe what other men wear. Take inspiration from various magazines, TV shows, movies, as well as real life. Identify with some looks that you might think suit you. Invest in your appearance by buying clothes that will make you feel good about yourself and enhance your look. That means buying outfits, colognes, shoes, and other things that go well together and make you look and feel better and more self-confident. The ninth quality she values is a man who takes responsibility for sticky situations and stays calm under pressure. When either your plans don't work out as planned or something unexpected causes tension between the two of you, you calmly and confidently take responsibility for it. This signals to your woman that you can be counted on to not only remain calm under pressure, but also find a solution under any circumstances. An important distinction to make is that this does not mean that you are too hard on yourself. You signal to her that you understand what went wrong and know what course of action you have to take. Do your best to refrain from blaming her, even if it is her fault. So, how do you learn to stay calm under pressure? At the first sign of either something going wrong, resist the impulse of wanting to do something immediately. Find a way to mentally step back from the situation and ask yourself, if a close friend of mine was facing the same challenge, how would I advise him to overcome it? Do everything you can not to let any emotional reaction from your woman impact how you handle the situation. The 10th aspect she loves about a man, he knows his values, what he stands for, and is unwilling to compromise his integrity. What often separates a confident guy from a nice guy trying to look confident is that a guy who is sure of himself knows what he stands for and is not willing to compromise his values. This includes, if necessary, drawing the line with the girl he is dating, even if that includes walking away from her. It also means you can clearly and confidently communicate what you expect from the girl you're dating, not lower your standards, and not tolerate certain situations and behaviors. When you first stand up for your values and tell her that something she does goes against it, she's likely to react emotionally. Nevertheless, when she does calm down, it shows her that you're confident in your opinions and that you won't back down for what you stand for anyone, including her. So how do you learn to feel comfortable standing your ground? Practice with a friend. Rather than making it personal, just tell them what you stand for in a given situation. An easy example is if someone is speaking behind someone's back, tell them you don't stand for that. If they complain, then tell them you're all about gratitude. Try to make it sound impartial and not personal. This will help make it easier to apply to the girl you are dating. Also, learn to express yourself openly and honestly without worrying about what the other person thinks. The 11th trait, which is increasingly rare and women have always loved in a man, is someone who carries himself like a gentleman with respect and dignity. Behaving like a gentleman means treating your woman, yourself, and everyone around you with respect. This includes anyone from a driver to your waiter to people both of you know. Small gestures like occasionally opening the door for her, asking her what she'd like to order first, etc., go a long way. This is a character trait that is developed with time and a lot of effort. It's best to start making small gestures for people you care about first. It would also help if you made an effort to practice gratitude consistently. By being grateful for what you have, you eliminate any sense of entitlement that could cause you to act disrespectfully towards others. The 12th and last thing a woman loves is a man who knows how to add an element of fun and unpredictability to keep things vibrant. On a surface level, this includes incorporating humor, lighthearted fun, playful teasing, and a sense of adventure into your relationship. On a more practical level, this could manifest itself by planning out date nights every week and exploring unique places together. Keeping things exciting and vibrant between the two of you requires work. Your reward will be that your woman will feel more connected and devoted to you. It'll also give the two of you the fuel to approach the more challenging moments with better energy and perspective. So how do you keep an element of fun and unpredictability? Have a ritual with your girl of planning out weekly or bi-weekly date nights. Ideally, you alternate between who plans the date and always think about what would delight and interest your woman. We hope you enjoyed this video and get a sense of how much effort we put into it. Please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. While developing all these qualities would be ideal, it would be best to focus on just one or a few of these at any one time. It's your consistent mental focus that will determine whether you're able to develop these desirable traits and incorporate the tips we mentioned in the relationship with the women you are